Hello, beautiful beings. I'm in the Isle of Wight, and I've been here for a couple of days. If you don't know where the Isle of Wight is, it's an island off the south coast of the UK. And I came over on a ferry. That's how you can get here. It's the only way you can get here, actually, because I don't think you can actually fly here. There's no way to fly here. Anyway, I've been here for 2 days. It's a beautiful, actually, diamond-shaped island. And I'll show you the weather just now. So I'm just going to turn it on so I can clear the windows for you. It's really... I'm going to show you outside. It's windy, but it's getting a little bit calmer now. And coming to this island has been really powerful for me personally, because what it's allowed me to do is get some clarity. And I think we all want clarity in our lives at some point. And because it's a small island, and it's actually a wonky diamond shaped island, and you can drive literally within 40 minutes from one side of the island to the other side of the island. So it's not particularly very big, but there seems to be quite a few people there. But there's a lot of here we go, let's just see the countryside. There's a lot of, you know, countryside around, and it's very pretty and beautiful and scenic. But what it brought for me, you know, I was called here intuitively. I had no idea why I was coming here. I didn't even know I was coming here. I just happened to see a place that when I worked for someone years ago, she was very drawn to want to come to the Isle of Wight to stay at this place. And she'd never got here. She never got here. And also it was supportive of a certain artist's work that I loved. And I have actually got a couple of her pieces, which bizarrely I never ever put up. And beautiful artwork, absolutely stunning artwork. And I loved that artwork when I bought it 20 odd years ago, maybe 25 years ago. So to actually end up in a hotel that's surrounded by this lady's artwork now in the Isle of Wight was amazing transformation for me, because I loved that artwork. She's an amazing artist, but to me it was too much chaos, too much chuchi. And it shows you the inner journey work that I've done on my own inner self. To me, that's what it was reflective of. It's given me such clarity to go back to the UK, because I feel like it's the first time I've left the UK since January. I went to Madeira in January 2020, and this little journey and staying at this place that I always envisaged going to visit, and realizing that I've actually changed so much. And I think it's the same for you. It's the same for all of us. So much change on our inner self means the things we're attracted to in our outer physical world can change. And I feel now, going into this part of my life, I really want to be more minimalist, more zen, more neutral. I love colors. I love certain things, but certain things clash with each other, and I just want to wake up in a zen environment. I don't want to be surrounded by patterns and colors too much that clash with each other. To me, I need to be in a more zen environment. And this trip to the Isle of Wight, I started decluttering my life, and I don't know if it's the same for you, whether you've been looking to declutter your life at the end of 2022, but that became really clear. Maybe it's reflective of my age and getting a little bit older, that we've acquired a lot of possessions, and we've acquired our parents' possessions, you know, having been through a loss of one parent and the next one in due course, because my father's 96, you know, so I will have to deal with their possessions, and I cannot be too sentimental. You know, I have a propensity to be too sentimental, to want to hold on to things, but to know that this is not my style, it's not my taste. And my taste, this is what's become very clear to me, my taste has changed. You know, the things that I liked 25 years ago, oh, it's all of a sudden got windy again, are not things that I like now, and I need to learn to let go so I can travel lighter in mind and spirit into where we're going, into this new earth, taking with us our memories. We have memories. How many physical possessions do you want to take with you into that new earth version of you? And, you know, letting things go. The stories that we project onto things. Is it a betrayal of the ancestors if we let the ancestors' possessions go? Is it a betrayal of our friends if people have bought us gifts that we don't like in our houses? Maybe they're not reflective of that person really knowing you and what you're about. You know, I love shells, I love candles, I love things made of natural fibres. I did say I bought this jumper actually in a charity shop. So in the work that I do in past life regression, when we go into the past lives, we're clearing up stories about hoarding things, about poverty, about lack, and choosing what's of quality to us going forward. Those lifetimes of lack and limit are gone. You know, we as a society live in one of the most opulent times that we've ever had, really. And I say opulent and people say, what, 2000, we're going into austerity? No, but you know, you have more possessions and things than you've ever been allowed to have in many, many lifetimes for most people. And allow things to come into our lives and allow things to go. And that's certainly a process I am going to take to heart as I move into 2023, lighter and brighter, with less physical things weighing me down, knowing that I have an ancestral propensity through my mother's lineage, not my dad. I noticed that from when my mum passed away last year, how my dad changed the bedroom. He made it very Zen. He felt very happy and more of a Scandinavian Zen approach. And he's 96, but he wanted it to be more Zen. So I thought that was quite interesting. So that anchored into me the ancestral lineage through my dad's lineage. So maybe something for you to think about. Which ancestor clutters, or which ancestor's more Zen? Or do you have two parents that are same ancestral lineage, or two parents that are more Zen? Oh my god, it is so windy and rainy. Just like, wow, hold on, look how wild it's getting. I don't even open the car door now because it's too wild and rainy. But beautiful, beautiful. But I'm probably going to make my way to the ferry and see if I can get on a ferry earlier. And a top tip for getting on the ferry, if you're in a ferry in stormy weather, is sit in the centre of the boat at the sea level, on the level in the ferry that's sea level. My dad was in the Merchant Navy, so I spent a lot of my childhood going on big cargo boats. So I know where to sit, and I know that I don't particularly like well, flat bottom boats is the Isle of Scilly boat. That's flat bottom, that bounces. That would be horrific if you were sailing today. But I digress, because everything is about clarity, streamlining, minimalist, and this inner work, healing our ancestral timeline, clears all this desire to want to be twitchy and hold on to things. And also our inner child, our little magpie inner child that's in lack and limit. You know, when we heal that, we don't need to hold on to the physical possessions in our life, and we can let them go. We don't need to keep buying things from a poverty consciousness. You know, I'm seeing so many people coming out of the last 2 years wanting to hoard food, you know, and the thing is though, it will go past its sell-by date. You do not need to hoard food. Do not go into that scarcity and lack mentality. I've seen so many friends go into that scarcity and lack mentality, and you don't need to do that. You need to stay in the abundance that everything is going to be provided for. It's going to be fine. Do not go into that limit and lack and scarcity mentality. So I send you much love from this magical island of the Isle of Wight, where I have lifted myself into a real vision of Zen. Clarity and Zen is what I got from this 2 days in the Isle of Wight, and realizing how much I've changed from who I was maybe 25 years ago, and the things that I liked, and that magpie propensity, to now go into a more Zen propensity of myself, to be more considered in the things that I buy. Do I really need them? And if I'm buying them, do I need to let something else go out of my reality? And to not feel guilty about letting things go that no longer serve me, physically feel exhausting, having all these things around you, cleaning them, looking after them, moving all these objets d'art. Let them go. Zen your clothes. So yeah, all those things. It's so wild, this weather. It's like beyond wild. Look, it's getting even wilder now. Look, I mean, it's just wild. Oh my God, it's so, listen to the noise of that. Just feel the cleansing coming through you of this weather while we sit here. Just feel from everything that I've just talked about, feel this weather cleansing. So I'm sending you all so much love, many blessings. Bye for now.